the big race later on. El Viento on the extreme right was pretty quickly into stride, with also up the paces stepping out, and Tatlisu on the right-hand group, followed by Lad Webb. Over on the far side, Humidor leads to Hopes and Dreams. Over there with Confessional and Barnet Fair and Shealin and King Lamy. And at the back of that group is Daylight, the slightly smaller group on the far side, stepping out, leading on the stand side, followed then by, in second, Tatlisu and Lad Webb. Secondo on the left of the stand side group is slip sliding away. Then further back is Regal Parade from El Viento. Noble Deed is some way off the back of them as they run down towards the final quarter mile. Humidor leads over on the left-hand group, leads by a couple of lengths to Hopes and Dreams, and then behind these is Barnet Fair. Confessional running on over there, step sliding away, just chasing these. On the stand side is Tatlisu under a drive. They race inside the final furlong. Humidor just about out in front. Tatlisu, Mission Approved, coming home strongly on the near side, and Barnet Fair now bursting through. Barnet Fair is coming home the best from Mission Approved. Barnet Fair, Mission Approved, then Tatlisu, tight for fourth between Humidor slip sliding away, King Lamy running on, Daylight, then Huntsman's Close, Never Nearer, back to school fees, Secondo never having shown, Shealin, Regal Parade and Noble Deed was just about the last to finish. Here's the freeze fray. Barnet Fair, far side, well, yes, Barnet Fair probably. Mission Approved and Tatlisu fighting on. Quite a brave call by the judge. It was close. Looks like slip sliding away got through to fourth. Bit of welcome prize money there. Followed by Huntsman Close and et al. And the judge has called Barnet Fair the winner here, though it looked pretty tight looking at it again. Photo finish for second. Barnet Fair, Cam Hardy, the riding find of the season on this 7-to-1 chance, has won.
Well, a bold call, as Simon said, from Judge Guy Lewis. Immediately they crossed the line. He rang out over the PA system here. First, number 5, Barnet Fair, for David Nichols, Dandy Nichols, who for so long was synonymous with victories here at Goodwood. Second is number 17. Second is number 17 here, just been called, Mission Approved. And third is number 11, Tatlisu. And fourth is Slip Sliding Away, who's run a terrific race for Simon Holt. What concentration that must have taken for him to call that race with a runner in it. But he did it beautifully, as he always does. Humidor was fifth. Barnet Fair, though, has won a three-way battle. And interesting where they chose to race here, Mick. Yeah, there was a couple of them who were caught in no man's land, really. You know, the group split, and it looks on this evidence that the horses who were drawn on the far side, not the stand side, had a slight advantage. They always look to be a little bit ahead. But young Cam Hardy, what a dream run for this young lad. It's only his 30th career win. We're just going to hear from him very shortly with Ginny, you can see, but this is the photo. That's what a brave call it was from Guy, but the Hawkeye technology allows him to do that. And in front, quite clearly, nose-banded head of Barnet Fair. Let's join Gina with Cam Hardy, one of the riding finds of the season.
And he's getting congratulated here by some delighted owners. But Cam, what a performance. They were saying it was quite tight on the photo, but presumably you wouldn't have noticed that across the track.
Yeah, you know, he's back to form now. He had a good second at Ascot last week. We were going to bring him here earlier in the week, but luckily the owners decided to give him a bit more time, let him come to himself after the run, and, well, it's proved he's good enough for it anyway.
It's split in the early stages. Just talk us through how the race went for you.
He's jumped out, and he was a little keen with me early on. He's been running over 5, so I just wanted to get some cover and get him switched off. And he's actually travelled sweetly throughout the race. You know, he has hit the front and he's idled a little, but you know, he kept going to the line.
Were you aware of the horse across the track?
I tried not to be, but yeah, I just had to keep an eye out for where they were all coming, really.
Cam, you've had some big days before Good Friday, but how does this rate?
First glorious Goodwood winning. It's a great feeling, really.
I'm sure we're going to be seeing much more of you, but tell us, for the viewers that don't know you too well, where are you based? How long have you been going?
I've been at Richard Hannon's now for 2 years. This will be my second season riding now. I've had a lot of support everywhere I've been, really, and I'd like to thank them all for it, really.
But enjoy first glorious Goodwood win. It doesn't get better than that.
No, thank you very much. Riding
winners like that, he's going to be even more popular with the general public, especially those that back Barnet Fair, and there was plenty of those late on as his price contracted from 10s into 7 to 1, recouping losses perhaps from Ascot last time when he just got beaten by Racy. But Barnet Fair wins for Dandy Nichols and Cam Hardy at 7 to 1 from stall 5. Mission Approved was second at 20 to 1. Third was number 11, the favourite, Tat Lassou, at 11 to 2 favourite. That will be disappointing for Muthmere supporters. Tat Lassou beat Muthmere only a few weeks ago in Newcastle. Fourth was slip-siding away. Wonderful run by the course specialist in fourth at 12 to 1. And fifth was number 1, Humidor, at 20 to 1.
Well, Dandy Nichols has now won this race for a third time, and we, over the years, have been so used to coming to this meeting and Dandy dominating these sprints.
Yeah, he just hasn't had the firepower lady that he used to have, but he got acquired this horse a little while ago, and he's really got him sweetened up and going forward again, Greg.
And what he's doing better than maybe he used to was he used to get a little bit outpaced and then finish strongly. He's travelling harder into the bridle now, and that £5 claim helps. And this day has run right through Dandy Nichols' career, right like a thread, hasn't it? As a rider on Sober in the Stewards' Cup, 3 big wins as a trainer in the same race, and a recent recruit to his yard who's peaked very quickly.
And Graham, you had slight reservations about him over 6 furlongs here because all his winning form on turf before had been over 5. I know he's won on the all-weather over 6.
A lot of other punters didn't, thankfully. He was very strongly backed.
Well, he was pricking his ears in front.
He did.
And the draw, Emma? Principals drawn 5, 18, 17, 11, 4. There doesn't look any major bias.
Well, there he is, the man that trained the winner, Dandy Nichols, with Nick.
He is, with very happy owners, Sam and James as well, big ownership contingent. Dandy, if we can grab you. This day has been so kind to you in the past as a jockey and a trainer. Winners at Goodwood never get any less special, do they?
No, it's a good day for the lads. He's only been with us a short period of time, so it's took us time to get to know him really, and he's improved with every run he's had. Maybe got it a little bit wrong the last time, got pushed to the stand side, but yeah, all good. The lads are over the moon. It's glorious Goodwood. So.
And what were your first impressions of the horse when you got him?
Well, he's a nice horse. I mean, everybody else who's had him have done really well with him. I think he's put a bit of condition on since we've had him, but that's only my view. But it's never given us any trouble, any bother. He's a gentleman, the horse, for me.
And Sam, don't spare Dandy's blushes. Why did you choose this man to train him?
He's a sprint king. He's the man. Once he gets the ammunition, he's back. Just hasn't had the horses, and now he's coming back, you know. Dandy's if you want to put a good sprinter, you've got to be with the main man. He's the main man.
And when you put him with Dandy, did you think, glorious Goodwood, that's where we want to go, that's where we want to be? And
we don't show any big meetings. We've been every big meeting with this horse. He's took us everywhere. Richard Guest bought us a horse for 800 guineas. Do you know what I mean? This horse has took us everywhere. He's won nearly, 150, I don't know what he's won now. He's won quite a bit, you know, so he's took us every place we want to be, and this is where we want to be, glorious Goodwood.
And he ran well in the Stewards' Cup last year. He go back up the handicap now. Will that be the main aim for next season?
That's what does us, the handicap. We go from 90 to 97. This horse can't win off any higher than 90, 91. So now we're going to back up again.
Well, you never know. This man might just be able to make him do it. There's a challenge for you, Mr. Nichols.
I love challenges.
I know you do, and you rise to them most of the time as well. Well done, Dandy. Thanks very much indeed. Well done.
Cheers.
Well, good performances all around there from Dandy Nichols and indeed the jockey Cam Hardy, as we've heard. Definitely the apprentice find of the season. Well, our next port of call is Newmarket. We're taking in 2 races from that particular track this afternoon.